Hello everyone! Today we're going to test something new. We're going to test this weird device that allows to add electron shifting to any bike. As you know, and if you follow the channel, I'm really into vintage stuff and I really love the mechanical aspect of any bike. That's what got me into them. But I really want to test this product. It's a very niche product and it's very weird and kind of intriguing. And I just really was curious about it, and since I got one, I just thought, you know, I probably should do a review about it. But yeah, this is not sponsored. I bought it with my own money and just want to share my thought on it. So let's get into it. Okay, let's unbox this. So inside we have a battery. I believe there is 2 batteries inside. Then the controller, which has 2 clicky buttons to go up or down the gears, and have internal battery that you can't charge. You'll have to use your own battery for that one. And obviously the device that allows to change the gears. The design is pretty ugly, but it's a very functional item, I guess. It's all made of plastic, but feels quite sturdy. And then we get those 2 little rubber pieces that I think they are to put against the frame when you install the shifter. Let's check what's underneath. And here you get spare battery, some cable, and the manual. And in the bag you get a few zip ties and also some kind of barrel adjuster, I believe, and also a shift cable. The manual is in Chinese. I think I realized after that it's also in English on the other side. The battery is very easy to install. You just click it in. And as you can see here, it's already paired, so you don't even have to pair it through the app. It is quite responsive, and every time you press the shifter you get the LED flashing on the device. And here below that rubber seal you can see the mechanism. It's very simple. It's just a infinite screw that just moves up and down with I guess just a motor. So yeah, pretty simple system. Here I'm just installing the 2 rubber bumper on the device. Let's see what's inside the bag. So yeah, we get a few zip ties to attach the device to the frame. And this is, I believe, a barrel adjuster. But I don't know, I wasn't sure where to put it on the frame or the derailleur. Not sure. You also get 2 cable ends, a shift cable and shifter housing. And here I'm just trying to install the barrel adjuster thingy onto the device, but I couldn't figure out where to put it. So, and there is nothing in the instruction. I believe this is just to adjust the length of the housing. And now we can have a proper look at the device. There's a lot of ugly stickers on it. I'm not sure about the choice of red, and the design is very, very weird. I guess it's a very functional item. The shifter or remote is actually really well made. It is made of aluminium for the clamp and the button themselves, while the battery is housed into a plastic casing. The only thing is, yeah, you cannot charge the battery. And here you can see the battery. It's a 580 mAh battery and is charged via USB-C. and they do not give you a USB-C cable. And here you can see everything together. And now let's have a look at the app. I'm gonna skip through the signing process and everything and go straight to the interesting bits. Here you can see the device just appeared and it's connecting to it. And what is cool is here you can select which brand you're using, and I believe you could probably use that with Shimano or SRAM as they're in the list. What type of bike you are and the model you have. I wasn't sure, so I think I just put other for that one. And that's it, you're in the interface. It's fairly straightforward. You can just change between each gear, and on the bottom you can fine-tune and really adjust like between each gear how far the derailleur is going to move. And this is very handy because it's not linear like with the mechanical derailleur. You can have different spacing between each different gear. So for example, in my case, the derailleur I use is a bit old, the pivots are quite worn out, so it doesn't shift really well. But with this, I can really fine tune it and make it work basically. And here you can just change the orientation of the button on the shifter. And here you get access to a few more settings, so you can change how many speeds you want to operate, and it gives you a few statistics like the number of shift times, update the firmware, and that's it for the software. This is the bike I'm going to install it on. It's a Raleigh Maverick, and it's a bit in a state because I had an accident with it, so the shifter broke, hence why I'm replacing it. The installation is super easy. I decided to place it on the seat stay, but you can probably put it on the chain stay too, it doesn't really matter. And you just use a zip tie that they provided to secure it to the frame, and the rubber prevents it from slipping. By the way, if you're new to the channel or just interested in what I do, please consider subscribing. And then you just have to install the shift cable through that little hole which has a rubber cover. And here I'm just reusing my gear housing. I couldn't fit the end cap in either my derailleur or the device, so yeah, that's how I'm just going to use the housing like that. And you just tighten the cable as usual, as you would do with a normal installation. And here I'm just doing a quick test. Yeah, it's pretty cool, it works pretty well. And now I'm testing it with the chain installed, and I did already adjust a bit the gear so it shifts okay. Just keep in mind that the derailleur I use is very old and the pivots are really worn out, so it's not a very precise derailleur. But one of the benefits of using electronic shifting here is you can adjust exactly where you want the derailleur to sit. So you could use it with kind of any derailleur, even one that is really worn out or something, because you can really like fine tune between each gear. And now all I have to do is install the shifter on the handlebar. I'm now just replacing my grips with those 3D printed grips from my friend at Velocity Printwork. I recommend go check his channel. He's doing a lot of like interesting stuff, mainly Brompton related. Yeah, those are super comfy grips. They're printed with like TPU, which is a soft plastic. And I kept fiddling with the shifter. It's quite satisfying to use. And that's it for the installation. Now I'm just gonna test it on the road and see how it feels. So I've been using the product for a few weeks now. I use it on my commuter bike and I've been commuting on it like daily. It does exactly what it said it does, so it works pretty well. It is a bit clunky though sometimes, but I don't think it's because of the device itself. I think it's mainly because of my setup and my gears. Bit of an old bike with an old derailleur. But yeah, no, it does the job. The battery life, I'm unsure. I had to change the battery once in less than a month, but I realized maybe it's because I didn't charge it enough, or yeah, so unsure about that. Would I pick this over mechanical gear? Probably not. I think mechanical gears work super well and they probably do the job much better. But yeah, that was just a fun thing to try. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you on the next one.